Watchung has landed.
Fiddler is here.
Candlelight is coming.
It's that time of year.
Good morning, Staples. Good morning, Staples. It's Thursday, November 19th. This is our last Period 2 show before our combined Thanksgiving show next Wednesday. I'm Eli.
And I'm Aiden Riley. We have a great show for you today, which will begin as soon as we all stand for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Students from the Watchung Institution have arrived this past weekend for their second annual visit to Staples High School.
Andre and his group met them on Monday and got a chance to talk to them. Here's the report.
All right, hi, I'm here with Sean and Shita from the Watchung School in Singapore. They're here to visit us here at Staples High School for the next 2 weeks. So guys, I was just wondering, what are your first impressions of being here at Staples since this is your first day?
Yep. Our first impression of Staples is actually quite good. Like, this school is quite different from our school back there in Singapore. And they have lots of facilities and lots of rooms, and it's quite cool.
Yeah, for me, I think this campus is really beautiful, and I really like the whole idea of the cafeteria. It's very beautiful, and I think that it's a very nice environment to study in. Yeah.
As opposed to a cafeteria, what do you guys have in Singapore?
Yeah, we have a canteen that is like something like that, but I don't think they serve like foods of different types. Yeah, there are more variety here.
Understood. Yeah, I see it.
To me, Staples feels like a family. Like, everyone is very close to each other, and I could sense from the classes and the department, the teachers around, that everyone treats each other like their family members. And the environment is really very conducive for learning, especially the different classrooms, multimedia rooms, and the different facilities you have in school. I personally enjoy the library a lot, and I think the cafeteria is very cool as well.
Right. You guys have one giant building, that's nice. Surprisingly, it's bigger on the inside, so we'll try not to get lost, but if we do, help us around. Right, thanks for a warm welcome, and yeah, it's great here.
Thanks, guys, and make sure to say hi and welcome to any Watchung student who you see in the hallway. Now back to the host.
Thanks, Andre, and welcome to our visitors from Watchung Institution. We hope to see more of you on our next show.
Andre is back again with a new report on the Director of Continuing Education and the future of this program.
Hi, Chris. Nice to meet you. Have a seat.
Hey Staples, I'm here with Ms. Israel, the new Director of Continuing Education, and I'm going to ask her a few questions about the program. So, Mrs. Israel, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, where you went to school, and how you came to be the Director of Continuing Ed?
Well, actually, I grew up in town. I moved to Westport when I was in the 7th grade, so I went to Longlots when it was a junior high, and then I went to Staples. I did a variety of things and ultimately ended up at Fairfield University, where I was running summer camps for writers and doing professional development for teachers during the school year. When I saw the job posting for this job, and I thought, that's the perfect job for me, so I applied and was very, very happy to be accepted.
So, what direction would you like to take the continuing education program, and where would you see it in the near future?
So what I think we need to do is, I think we need to start thinking about topics and issues that are trending, and we need to start addressing those in our programming. We need the community feel as if we are the first place that they look to for programming and information. Ultimately, in 5 years, I'd like Westport Continuing Ed to be placed as the first place that people think of when they are looking to learn how to do a new craft, to improve a particular skill that they already have, to find out information about a political topic, or anything else that's in the news or percolating in the culture.
So what kind of offerings does the continuing education program have, and what kind of offerings does it have for Staples students?
So right now, continuing ed is offering programs at the elementary, middle school, and high school level. At the middle school, we have, in particular at Bedford, rocketry, a beloved teacher who has been doing rocketry for a very, very long time. And at the high school, we have driver's ed, ACT and SAT prep classes. What I would love to do is build at the middle school and at the high school. So people of Staples, what would you like to see after school? I need your help making continuing ed work both for you and for me.
Thank you, Ms. Israel. It was a pleasure. There you have it, Staples. That's Ms. Israel. This is the continuing education program. I hope you learned a little something about it, and let's throw it back to the host.
Good job, Andre. With another Staples alumnus in the building, we're sure that the future of continuing education summer school program is in very good hands.
This December will mark a very special event for our Staples music program. Here to tell you about it is our orchestra director, Miss Adele Valovich.
Hi, I'm Adele Valovich, and I'm here to tell you about this year's Candlelight Concert because it's a very special concert. It's the 75th anniversary of this particular concert, and we have many wonderful things planned. Some of our graduates got together and sent us videos to tell us how they felt about being in the Candlelight Concert and the music department in general. The first person is Adam Kaplan, who recently starred in Newsies on Broadway and has just been cast in the starring role of Kinky Boots in the Touring Company. And Mia Gentile, who many of you might remember from her famous Stanley Steamer ad, who is currently starring in Kinky Boots also. So Mia and Adam put together this little video to tell you how they feel about the Candlelight Concert.
Oh, hey Mia Gentile.
Oh, Adam Kaplan.
Happy
Candlelight.
I'm Adam Kaplan. I was the class of 2008.
I'm Mia Gentile. I was the class of 2007.
And we both participated in 4 Candlelight concerts, freshman through senior year.
Yep.
I think my most poignant memory, though, was coming back as an alumni and being able to jump right back up there with the whole choir and sing the Hallelujah Chorus.
Hallelujah Chorus.
And remember pretty much every single note that Alice Lipson so lovingly drilled into my head.
Oh, yes. I think I still remember it, too. I would go to other places and have to sing it, and I'd be the only one that knew it, because I was like, I
went
did
to
this.
Staples.
I went to Staples High School, and it's about the music. I think my most poignant memory, I mean, I loved the production number. It was always hilarious, and I still remember like the classes before me, what they did, but I loved the processional with the candles and getting to hear Orphenians and the choir sing in the
Started
lobby.
off, and then we all walked in.
Yeah, and it was just sort of like this beautiful, symbolic, generational thing for me. Like I watched my idols and my upperclassmen friends do this in choir with the robes, and then I got to do it myself, and it was just like one of the most magical experiences I've had.
Totally. And we're both professionally working as actors and musicians, and so for me, I think Staples really taught me the importance of discipline and hard work, and what better community to like move up
Yeah,
and do this professionally.
I feel like save a performing arts high school, we got sort of the most incredible opportunities we possibly could have in terms of training and just the love of it. I still am really nostalgic about like circling up with player shows and holding candles.
We wish we were with you.
I wish I could go back. But right now we're in the dressing room of Kinky Boots, where I am currently, this is my dressing room, and where Adam is about to headline the tour. So I will say that, like, the choir, I can't get the perspective right.
We'll leave that to Jim Honeycutt.
That's right! That I couldn't have gotten more of an instilled love of music and training itself.
Absolutely. Have a wonderful concert. We miss you all.
We love you.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
In the weeks ahead, we'll be visiting with more alumni and we'll be telling you more information about this wonderful concert. Thanks for listening.
Thanks, Mrs. Valovich, for that report. The Candlelight program has a lot in common with this year's Staples Players main stage production of Fiddler on the Roof, and common element is tradition. Candlelight has maintained a number of traditions throughout its 75 years. The Candlelight Processional, the production number, and the Hallelujah Chorus come to mind immediately. We look forward to more about this concert in the upcoming shows.
Speaking about Fiddler on the Roof, this weekend the fall Staples production closes. Reviews of the sold-out shows have been outstanding. Here's one last promo for the show to tempt you to come see it. Here's Vig to tell you more.
Hey everyone, I'm Vig, President and Assistant Director of Staples Players. Our main stage production, Fiddler on the Roof, closes this weekend, and we just wanted to show you one more promo to get you to come this weekend. We still have plenty of tickets available for tonight's Thursday show. Tickets are $5 for students, $8 for seniors, and $10 for adults. Doors open at 7 o'clock. We also have a Friday night show at 7:30 and 2 shows on Saturday, one at 3 o'clock and one at 7:30 p.m. We have had some scenes that we've been trying to keep a secret, but we know the word is out, so we just want to give you a little sneak peek at what we've got in store for you.
A tailor? Oh! She must have heard wrong. She meant the butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean a butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
I mean a tailor, Tavia, my great-grandchild. My little sight to who you named for me. Mama's bride was meant to be. What is this about your daughter marrying my husband? Why'd you do this to your friend and neighbor from a Sarah? Have you no consideration for a woman's feelings? Handing over my belongings to a total stranger. How can you allow it all? How can you let your daughter take my place? Live in my home, carry my keys, and wear my clothes first?
How can you allow your daughter to take her place?
So look for the ticket table around the lunchroom today and tomorrow, or log on to staples.players.com and order your tickets with a credit card. You should not miss this show.
Gus and company are back with another club piece. Even though this club meets once a week, just like every other club, this is not exactly the type of club you might expect. Check it out.
Morning, Staples. I'm here with Mr. Scavone, who is the head of the music department here at Staples. I'm going to ask him a couple questions about our jazz band. How often are your meetings and where do you guys meet?
The jazz band meets on Thursday afternoons after school for about 3 hours, and they meet down here in the music area.
Who in particular would be interested in joining the jazz band?
Well, students who have an interest in jazz, usually that they started to learn about at both the middle schools through their jazz programs, which are really great programs.
I was also lucky enough to catch up with Mr. Mariconda, who is the leader of the jazz band. So, Mr. Mariconda, what does the jazz band do to prepare for their concerts?
So, the most important thing is to prepare for whatever event we do by having a long 3-hour rehearsal Thursday afternoons at Staples. That's the time we get together what music we're going to play, go over who's going to solo, and putting it all together. Very important if we're going to give a concert or to compete with other high schools in our area.
So what other high school jazz bands do you compete against?
Well, there are a number of high schools that we compete against. In fact, some of our local high schools actually run a jazz competition and festival. One of them is Greenwich, Darien, and Norwalk. They all run jazz festivals and we always take place in them.
So what type of competitions do you enter and how many have you won?
So basically, it's the big band competitions that we enter where you have a standard 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 5 saxes, and rhythm section. We usually get some soloist awards, and that is an award where maybe somebody does something outstanding just by themselves with the band. And several years ago, we actually won a first place at Greenwich.
Well, thank you, Mr. Mariconda, for informing us about the jazz band, and now we're going to throw it back to the host.
So if you've had some musical training, like to perform in front of an audience, and love jazz, you might want to consider speaking with Mr. Mariconda and possibly joining the Staples Jazz Band.
Up next is the Klein Challenge.
Last week, Mr. Klein won for the first time this school year, but he has not been doing well with his lock of the week.
Let's see how Jackson did against him.
Good morning, Staples. Mr. Klein and Mr. Griffin here once again for week 10 of the Klein Challenge. Before I begin, a quick shout out. I meant to do this last week. Quick shout out to Zito and Honeycutt for winning National Co-Advisors of the Year. They are my partners in crime at the Drurys a couple weeks ago. They are totally deserving of this for all their devotion and dedication to Staples High School and its students.
Kudos.
Kudos.
If you don't mind, I'd like to give a quick plug myself.
Absolutely.
Just wanted to let everybody know you may see some teachers around with mustaches here at Staples. This year it's just Mr. Shepro and I. Mr. McGurtis kind of wimped out, so did Mr. Bukes. But we're doing it to raise funds and awareness for men's health, mental health, and certain male cancers. So.
Gotcha. And it's a wonderful cause. Okay, good for you and Mr. Shepro. All right, time for some football, okay? Quick recap of last week. Jackson Ward went 1-2 with his only victory, unfortunately, being the Patriots over the Giants in a thrilling game, I will give it that. Unfortunately, I was also 1-2, so that would be a tie. Overall, the students are now 18-9. I am at 16-11, still trailing by 2 games. However, I lost my lock of the week for an unprecedented 4th time this year. As a result, some changes are in order, okay? Homer's luck has run out. All good things must come to an end. Homer will be retired, okay? Heck, he couldn't even speak last week. So as I referred to, you will see some changes, okay, coming, and I am in the market for a new lock. So Eamon, okay?
Lock's out.
Lock is out. Well, not the lock, but Homer is out. So Eamon, after 2 weeks on the job, your kids are now 1-5. Some would say you're off to a rough start. I think you're doing a great job. However, I've heard some rumblings from the students that they're a little unhappy with your performance. After all, Zito was producing winner after winner.
To that, I have to say, I am not concerned. We got our first win. There's a learning curve to every job. We're going to get you this week.
You think you're going to get it done?
We tied you. We lost to you. We tied you. We're going to end up on top this week.
All right, let's see what we got. I am here with Reese Armstrong. Reese is a senior. Thanks for being on the show, buddy.
Of course, Mr. Klein.
Okay, Reese, what kind of football fan are you?
I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
A Steelers fan. Nice to change it up a little bit. All right, Reese, how did you become a Steelers fan?
Well, my dad grew up in Pittsburgh and
okay.
So it rubbed it off on me.
So you have Steelers in your blood a little bit?
A little bit.
Okay, good. All right, Reese, ready? We need the truth here. I heard a rumor that there was a petition a few weeks ago that you wanted the Klein Challenge on twice a week rather than once a week.
Mr. Klein, I can't get enough of you.
Okay.
And I had to force my hand and get 200 signatures just because it's something I really wanted. So
Awesome, right? The more Klein, the better.
absolutely.
Terrific. Okay, Reese, give me your picks for week 10 of the Klein Challenge.
Well, it's going to start in Atlanta against the Colts. I have the Falcons winning that game. And then in Minnesota, I have the Vikings over the Packers.
It's a tough game.
It is a tough game. And then another NFC North team, the Chicago Bears. I have them beating the Denver Broncos.
Okay, I'm going to give Reese some credit. He did go out on a limb and pick some very difficult games. I am going to go in this direction. I am going to go with the Miami Dolphins over the hapless Dallas Cowboys, even though Tony Romo is supposedly returning. I am going with the New England Patriots. Yes, the Patriots, I hold no grudges, over the Buffalo Bills on Monday night. And my lock of the week.
This is Carl of Aqua Teen Hunger Force, and this is my Stone Cold Lock of the Century. Or the week.
I am going with the Carolina Panthers over the Washington Redskins. That is it for week 10 of the Klein Challenge. Reese, once again, really appreciate you being on the
Absolutely,
show.
Mr.
All right,
Klein.
and I love your support.
Yeah.
Okay?
There you go.
Enjoy the games. See ya!
That's our show, Staples. Thanksgiving is on Thursday.
So remember, both TV classes will collaborate on a combined show on Wednesday.
Have a great weekend and get ready for our special Thanksgiving show.
Good morning, Staples.